Craig, in the end, the quality shone through?
Yeah, absolutely. The size of the squad shone through, the quality of the players shone through in terms of the playing budget of Copenhagen and how well they've done with that budget and how well Solbaken's done compared to United, I think, told in the end. But, I mean, it wasn't without, you know, some panic for Man United during that half, particularly the second half when Falk got into those great positions. There was a couple of times where you thought they played the extra pass too many. But I said to you, Dan, getting to about 75, 80 minutes, that Copenhagen looked absolutely knackered. Yep. As soon as it was heading towards extra time and the game became so open and expansive, it did look like there was only going to be one winner because United could utilise the bench, they could utilise their pace, and they could utilise that extra bit of quality. Yeah, and in the end, United just kind of ground them down, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Having said that, I think Copenhagen did well, as Craig said, different level of the team and everything. Created some good chances, but the potential winners, the potential match winners at Manchester United, I mean, there's a lot of them. I think that the penalty was easy, but Bjelland, the Copenhagen defender, gave the referee a chance to give it. This was the 21st penalty of Manchester United this season, so have a bit of luck there. But at the end of the day, that was a deserved win for Manchester United.
Yeah, Gab, what did you make of the penalty?
Again, it's one of those seen them given type situations. I did get the sense, I mean, as Craig alluded to, by that stage of the game, Copenhagen, who I thought had been really remarkable, you know, if they weren't going to give the penalty, United would have probably found another way to score. But I do think this is a game where you look back on, and with all the praise in the world for Ståle Solbakken, I thought United were completely unprepared for the way Copenhagen play, and it did feel like perhaps they underestimated them a little bit.
The penalty kick is something that intrigues, I think, the supporter, the armchair fan regarding VAR. Because I agree with Jan, I think it was on the soft side. I mean, the trouble is if you touch somebody in the box like that, particularly around the shoulder, there's always a chance the referee may give it. But I can hear the screams from those watching at home. We have the technology, we have the VAR. But the problem is with incidents like this, they are so subjective that it's hugely unlikely, if improbable, that a VAR official is going to, if he's not sending the referee to the monitor, that is, going to overturn the decision on his own, because it's not a black and white call, it's a subjective call, it's an instinctive call, and I think for those people that felt it was soft, that's the reason VAR will not get involved in something like that.
Yeah, and it's kind of one of those you feel if the referee didn't give it, VAR wouldn't tell him to go to the monitor either.
No, it's I'm like kind of old-fashioned, try to be modern. I respect VAR and offside, even if it's an inch, it's an offside or not offside, is easy. But if you take a decision that four referees sitting somewhere in a small house somewhere in Europe, and they will have four different opinions. So if that was not given, that people would have said, no, just play on. But need to be said as well that the goalkeeper of Copenhagen, Johnsen, he had a game of his life. And Manchester United hit the post twice, and he was just like unbelievable. And I just had a feeling that he would save Bruno Fernandes' penalty, which he didn't. And then Manchester United, and talking about being knackered going into the extra time, I think you just see the face of the Manchester United players as well. Oh, it's the longest season in the history, and now we have to do extra time, and we still got our Champions League place anyway. So, but it was a quite okay game. It was a competitive game. At the beginning, it was very, very slow, which was good for Copenhagen. But then, slowly, so to say, Manchester United upped the speed of the game.
But to go back to that just brief point that Gab made, I think if United play like that against better teams, OK, people might remember the last half hour of extra time and maybe the last 10, 15 minutes of the game, because that's fresh in the mind. But if they play like they did for the first, say, 70 minutes against an Inter or a better side, I think they'll get carved open.
He went strong, though, didn't he? This is pretty much full strength.
Yeah, he went strong, I think, because it's important. He's seen Mikel Arteta get a trophy under his belt as the Arsenal manager, and it's something you want to get off your back. He's got the Champions League sorted now through his league position. We've discussed that. So why not? Why not go for it? And that's what he did. But you know, to Gab's point, I thought for long periods there wasn't a great deal between the sides.
Yeah, and you look at it, don't you? And you look at the way that Manchester United approach this game, and Craig is right. When it comes to the semi-final, it'll either be Wolves or Sevilla. It will be a much tougher task.
It will, and I mean, there was 2 Norwegians, and I was watching the game at Norwegian TV, and the commentators was always saying this is going to be a miracle if Copenhagen knocked them out. But in the last round, they did a quite good home game against the Turkish champions. And winning 3-0, but there's a different class, and you just feel whatever cup they are playing, Manchester United, someday they will end up meeting Wolverhampton, and now they can do the same thing again. Sevilla, we know they're very competitive in Europe. Particularly, they have a coach that knows his business. So we'll see how much energy, how much elan there is in the Manchester United team to go all the way. But of course, you are 1 game away now from a European final, and at Manchester United it's all about wins, and it's a great point from Craig there when you see Arteta, how important that is for his career when he's starting off as a coach, winning a trophy and a soldier. I mean, that's going to be his dream, and that's why he put out a very strong team today.
These Norwegians are everywhere, aren't they?
Yes.
They're all over. You can't keep them down.
No, on the show now and everything.
On the show, they managed to clamber one onto the show. There's 2 in management tonight. How's that happen?
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.